The Republican Party is already watching as their slim House majority for the next congressional session that begins in early January, it's growing even thinner. Here's what's happening. This week on Monday, Republican Representative Victoria Spartz from Indiana announced on social media that while she is going to remain a registered Republican, she is no longer going to serve on any committees and she will not be caucusing with the Republican Party. Now that, of course, has sent shockwaves through the Republican Party because they know that they can only afford to lose 3 votes on literally any issue for the next 2 years. 3 votes is all they can lose. And they may have just lost 1, taking it down to 2. But okay, you got 2. Obviously, you can still do things, right? Well, not exactly. Because Donald Trump is so dumb that he has decided to appoint multiple different Republican members of Congress to serve in his administration, several of whom have already filed their paperwork to officially resign. One of them, of course, being Matt Gaetz. So, in order to replace those seats, which I believe there's 4 members of Congress, by the way, that Donald Trump has decided to put in his cabinet, or in Matt Gaetz's case, resign, yeah, that kills you. That means Republicans cannot afford to lose a single person on any given vote until those seats are filled. But you may be saying, well, Farron, these are deep red districts. Obviously, they're going to be replaced by Republicans. Sure they are. Sure. Do you know how long it takes to get special elections up and running? In the state of Florida, Matt Gaetz, obviously, he was the first one to resign. So DeSantis is like, all right, I got to schedule stuff. I actually have to do it for Florida's 1st congressional district and the 6th congressional district. So he did schedule. And on January 28th, we are going to hold the primaries, the primary votes for those special elections. The special general election will not take place until April 1st, a very fitting date to elect more Republican jokesters to Congress, right? So until April, the House seat from my district will be open. It will eventually be held by a Republican, but that is going to be one less Republican in that body for 4 months, folks. That's a problem for the Republicans. The other Republicans that are resigning to get into Trump's administration, those governors have not even set the dates yet. So we could be looking at June or July before the Republicans get their majority back. And what can happen in that interim period? Well, we know first and foremost, you got to elect a House Speaker. And if you guys are already down 1 or 2 votes, which you will be, you can't afford a single Republican to dissent, not one. House Speaker is chosen by simple majority. So, if all the Democrats are in unison with who they vote for, and you get 2 Republicans voting against their pick, oopsie, we suddenly have a Democratic Speaker of the House with a Republican majority. So yeah, things are pretty bad. Donald Trump has obviously made them worse, and the next few months, while not good for the country, are definitely going to be pretty hilarious. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.